What's up, YouTube? This is Liam Canning with another video. Really quickly before this starts, I just want to thank you as the viewer for taking your time to watch this. It means the world. And also, if anyone is interested in working with me in personal training, my company is called Ultra Fitness. And if you want to get in touch with me, if you're interested in applying to be a client, you can DM my Instagram account and put it up on the screen. It's at liam.canning, just my full name. So LIAM.CANNING. Without further ado, I don't want to waste your time. Thank you for watching, and let's get to the video. What is up, YouTube? This is Liam with another video. Today we're hitting chest. Gonna start off with some dynamic really quickly. I noticed in the last video, not only was my audio about a 1 to 2 seconds off, but the entire thing was pretty quiet as well, so I just want to apologize for that. Gonna try not to make the same mistake again, but really quickly, we got multiple angles of me doing some dynamic. The idea here is to send as much blood flow to the muscles without exhausting them before we start our workout. Now, the first set I'm gonna do here is known as a feeder set. This is literally 5 or 6 reps just to get a feel of what the movement feels like that day without necessarily exhausting yourself. Those of you who watched my last video would notice that I did the same thing with my squats, so I pretty much apply the same principle to every single compound movement. I'm not trying to kill myself before I start my working sets, but at the same time I need a proper warm-up before we really get into it. Moving on to the second feeder set here with 55 pounds, really going to focus on the eccentric and the concentric. Those are huge things to emphasize during your feeder sets. Those are basically going to set the tone for the entire day and fire up the muscles. And also, I try to get as many angles as I could of me doing dumbbell incline so you guys could get a really good idea of what the movement should look like ideally. Now, the 70s and I typically have a love-hate relationship. During the bulk about a month ago, 2 months ago, towards the end of the bulk, I was moving these like an ox, like butter. However, I'm not gonna lie here, guilty as charged. It was pretty heavy here. I did about 7 reps, and it may not look that heavy, but it was pretty heavy, no lies. It was supposed to be a feeder set, but I kind of turned it into like a hybrid of a feeder and a working. After the nightmare that was, I decided to put a belt on. This is the Dragon Ball Z belt that I have. Now, you don't necessarily need a belt for dumbbell incline. I just like to do it in order to get as much stability in my back and waist as I push heavy weight. This is the 85s. Now, like I said, in the peak bulk, this was an easy set of 10. I literally only got 4 reps here. I was trying to get 6, but it just wasn't going to happen. I literally went for the 5th rep, and I realized, yeah, I got no gas left in the tank. So that is going to happen, especially on push movements. There are times when you can no longer keep pushing for the rep, and your body almost just hits like a brick wall. I did attempt another rep, but I really don't know what I was thinking. There was no way that was going to happen. All right, after that set had me seeing stars, I was dropping down to the 80s. I tried to get 6 here. I'm really not sure how many I got here, but it was once again heavy, and you're going to see I like to preach intensity above all. If you're not going to go hard, if you're not going to give it your all, you might as well just not even work out. I'm so serious, but I really fought for my reps here. I think I only got 5. I'm really not even sure, but as you can see, each rep is a struggle. You can see the look on my face, looking like it's over every second, but no, it's not over. My whole body's shaking, I'm pushing, and there we go. That last rep was bags. Moral of the story is, if you're not going to go hard, don't show up at all. All right, here we go. Dropping again to the 70s. I did another drop set here. I believe I just went until I couldn't. I don't even know how many I got, but decided to go beltless because why would I need a belt for 70s? Come on now. Let's get it. Let's get serious. But anyways, pushing to 70s for as many as I can. I try to get a wide angle from behind here. Let me know what you guys think of the angles, if I should change them, if they're bad. I'm welcome to any input about the angles. It's very important, the type of angles I get. But moving on to Smith machine incline. Now, do not sleep on the Smith machine. Arnold Schwarzenegger was a big Smith machine enthusiast. He used it for his chest. Smith machine incline was a staple movement of his. So anyone you hear say, oh, Smith machine incline, you know, it's not free weight, that's not going to put on real muscle, just silence them, because that is a great way to keep the tension, hence get the pump, hence build muscle. So here we go, putting on a 25 on top of the plate that already is there, and I believe here only got about 6 reps, not really sure. Sorry, I forgot to mention my reasoning behind the selection of these 2 workouts. Now, ideally, I like to do 2 to 3 sets of strength on dumbbell incline, highest reps being maybe 8. However, when it comes to the Smith, I like to focus more on hypertrophy. So what that means basically is I try to get reps as high as 10, and I'm really just focusing on the tension, keeping the tension in the pectoral muscle. Once again, these reps are just a killer. Another reason I love the Smith so much is because you can keep pushing yourself you know, till max effort, till max intensity, without the risk of injury that you would be risking on dumbbell incline. Like if you just keep pushing until you no longer can't, like you might just drop it and tear a pec, whereas this, it's really easy to just re-rack the barbell. You know, it's literally a Smith machine, so it's sort of designed for you to do so. You don't need a partner or a spotter or anything like that. But here, this was my last set of a plate and a quarter. It was pretty brutal, as you can see. I'm going slower and slower as the reps continue, and I believe I couldn't even get it up here. Yep. But I like to slide into the Smith almost like a little spaceship. You know, it makes me feel like I'm really locks me in, gets me in the zone. Another point I want to make here is that you definitely want to be locked in the mental trench when you're working out. You want to have a clear mind and clear head. You don't really want to think about things that are stressing you out. You don't want to have your mind somewhere else, or else you're not going to be able to focus on the reps and the movement patterns. Hence, you will not gain as much muscle as you would have as if you were focused and clear-minded. Mentally, the mental game is even more important than the physical aspect, I would argue. You know, you could have the best diet, the best workout program. I think I said this in my previous video, but if you're not really mentally there, let's say, or if you're not motivated, or if you're not literally thinking about the reps as you do them, like how they feel, how they should feel, then you're gonna have a hard time enjoying your workouts, let alone trying to put on muscle. All right, so here we go. We got the body weight dips just to warm up and send blood flow. Now I'm eventually gonna do these weighted. Ideally, at my peak bulk, I was getting a plate and a quarter strapped to my waist doing this, but right now I think I only work up to a plate. Here we go. We're strapping a plate to the belt. Got the music playing, really locked in right here. The dips are my favorite movement to do. Not only are they, I would argue that this is like the squat for your upper body. Doing this, getting really good at this, not only turns your triceps into a house, but it's also going to pack a significant amount of muscle in the lower chest area. Actually, prior to hitting dips consistently weighted, at least, the chest point in my game was a huge weak point. However, doing these consistently, weighted progressing and weighted dips, I have gained a ton of muscle in my chest, specifically in the lower chest area, and I've never seen a movement more effective. This and dumbbell incline alone blew up my chest and upper body area. I would really advocate for both of them. Here we go, hitting the front lat spread along with the front double bi. This area and snap, the lighting is insane. I love going over here to review the pump. And just 1 second, can we talk about this shirt? I mean, this shirt's got me feeling like Black Suit Spider-Man. At this point of the workout, I'm ready to go off. I'm feeling the music, the pump's livid. Everything in me is seasoned for the weights, and I'm feeling like a straight up menace in the gym tonight. Your mentality is ultimately going to dictate how your workouts are going to go and how your physique is going to end up. Hence, put in no effort, get no physique. Give all your effort and get all of the physique. It's really not hard to figure out. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. Hence, if you don't care, then why should anyone else? The only one on this planet who has the ability to change yourself is you. Nobody else. So when you look at your life and you're not happy with the way things are, and you want to ask yourself who is responsible, all you need to do is simply look in the mirror. Alright, but enough with the Shakespeare manifestos. Here's the first set of weighted dips. As you can see, I think I banged out 5 or 6. This was a mad struggle. My back muscles are really popping here, though. I just noticed. But anyways, yeah, this was definitely a difficult set. As I said before, peak bulk, I was doing a plate and a 25 at like my best for like a set of 10. This is literally just a plate, only for about 6 reps each set. I think this is my second set, multiple different angles here. Same principle applies. I wanted you to guys see as many angles as possible to get an idea as to how the movement should look. You're going to want to have your elbows close to your side as possible. I know mine are kind of flaring out, but that is going to happen as the reps get more and more difficult. I'm really struggling here. This last set was a killer, no doubt. And this is the very last set I did with a different angle, this time from behind. I think I got about 5 here, 4. But dips, weighted dips, if you get very good at them, your whole upper body, your arms, your chest, and honestly your shoulders are going to blow up in muscle tissue. That's just a fact. I took this shot for dramatic effect to try to get you, the viewer, motivated to hit chest as hard as I'm hitting it right now. But anyway, this is the cable room of Snap. I personally find that the lighting in here is also pretty insane for reasons I don't even know why. But anyways, here with the tricep extension, now most people like to use the rope I, however, do not feel that that allows for the most hypertrophy to occur. Reasons being, if you notice where you grip the rope, your hands do not align as far apart as they do when you use the easy bar as I am using, and it actually is a lot easier for you to cheat and use your body, hence from the waist up, to just kind of like force the weight down with your momentum. However, here, when you use the easy bar, you're kind of forcing your arms to isolate, specifically your triceps, in order to push the weight down, and this is going to lead to a lot more muscle growth, a lot more isolation. The more isolation in the muscle group, specifically arms, a very small muscle group that can take a lot of impact, the more isolation you apply to that area, the more growth is usually going to occur. So I feel that an easy bar sets you up for way more isolation than a rope, which, if done consistently, will obviously lead to more growth in the tricep area. Another point I want to make is notice how I'm trying to keep my elbows as close to my body as I possibly can. What I really like to tell people, that honestly makes me kind of laugh, but it's very good advice, is you want to imagine yourself like a gorilla. Gorillas, when they walk, it's almost like they're always doing tricep extensions. The whole world is their easy bar, if you will. So basically what I mean by that is when they keep their elbows close to their body and they're basically, walking around like that, the same position one would do in a tricep easy bar extension, this allows for the most tricep growth to occur in the medial head. This is the longest head of the tricep. And fun fact, your triceps actually make 2/3 of your arm, which is the majority of your arm. So if you want to increase the overall size of your arm, it makes more sense to put in more effort and focus more on the tricep. Not that you should not focus on the bicep, that is not at all what I'm saying. However, if you want your arm overall to appear bigger, it makes more sense to put more effort and focus more on the tricep overall. By keeping my elbows as close to my body as I can throughout the whole movement, this is really going to allow the most blood flow to my triceps. As you can see, you really see my medial head extend as I go down further in the rep. Now, this is really killing me. I tried to get as many angles as I could of me doing tricep extensions. Didn't really keep track of the sets here as I imported the clips, just because same concept with the leg extensions in the last video. I just want you guys to see as many angles as possible of me doing the movement so you can get an ideal representation of what it's supposed to look like. I would honestly say that if you mastered this alone, your triceps will blow up. Unfortunately, that's going to bring us to an end of today's workout. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really want to thank you for taking the time to even watch this. And as you can see, I'm revealing what the pumps got me looking like. I'm weighing in about 158 right now. Definitely got a little bit of body fat, more than I would like, but I'm still cutting. Probably got a month left of cutting, and I'm really happy to see where my physique is going to end up. I just know it's going to be good. Always remember, the only person in charge of your destiny is yourself, so no one else is going to tell you what to do or how to do it. As long as you push yourself with the correct knowledge applied, you will see success, and if consistent enough, you will shock yourself. I want fitness to change your life the same way it did mine. I can't thank you as the viewer enough for staying up to this point in the video, and as always, this is Liam Canning, UltraFit, signing off. See ya.